There's been so many times where I've hit up against a block and just consuming a book or a story or a TV show or a movie has jiggled whatever free within the creative spaces in my brain to be like, oh, enemies to lovers is a perfect trope for this book. Let's figure out how to weave that in.
I'm
That's
convinced that we're absorbing energy like vitamins from the things we consume.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's been a learning process, but I went from having those blocks and just like determinedly sitting at my laptop or like being like, I'm gonna push through it and just getting stonewalled and going nowhere to the times where I've been so exhausted that I've had to just step away. It always comes back when I just like relax and go consume something and then go for that walk or take that shower. Or I'm driving the kids around. That's it. So it took an embarrassing longer amount of times for that to happen before I was like, next time you are feeling like you're at a wall, you should really just take a breath and step away instead of being like, no, I'm gonna plow through this wall. Now I've learned to recognize it and actually sees the value in like just getting up. When I was writing Out of Body, I feel like one of the instances is when I was trying to figure out how to bring the conflict to like its climax towards the end. And there were several different paths that it could take, but it was a path where it needed to be believable. It needed to seem authentic and it needed to keep Megan to stand in the role, in like that heroic role. And like, there's a villain. I'm not going to say who, but there's a clear villain. And I wanted that person to clearly be cast in that villain light. There was a moment where I had to figure out how far Megan would go to get her life back without jumping over this line of villainy herself. But that's definitely one of the issues that LC struggles with throughout the book too. And at first I was like, I'm not sure how to do it. I don't know how to like make Megan defeat the villain or overcome the villain and still have her and this other character stand in the light too. And so it was a time that I just had to like take a breath and get up. And that was when like season 2 of Blood and Water, which is this fantastic Netflix show that's this twisty thriller mystery. And so I watched it and I went on a jog and I was like, a lot of things jiggle free in my jog. So I was like on my jog and I had to like slow to a brisk walk to grab my phone and be like, I know how to do it.